Hello, it's Phillip Taylor speaking from Richmond Green Chambers, and I'm looking today at an excellent book from Bloomsbury Professional. We've reviewed a number of their works in the past, and this was one that we looked at in the past as well from previous publishers on clinical negligence. This one is called Lewis and Buchan, Clinical Negligence, a practical guide, now in the 7th edition, and it's been written by Charles Lewis and Andrew Buchan. We've given it a title, Person Injury Lawyer, Prepare Yourself for Your Altered Role. This is what we've said in our review, which is on the web and in the journals. If you're a person injury practitioner, you'll be particularly interested in the latest edition of Clinical Negligence, recently published by Bloomsbury. Bearing in mind that up to now few practitioners have had convenient one-stop access to all significant transformations to law from 2006 to the end of 2011, and that's what we've got here. This is actually the book. We'll look at it in a minute as a practical guide. There are other books which have been published in this series, but this one is slightly cheaper and it's got a huge amount of detail, which is probably just what you need for your practice. The 7th edition, of course, is therefore providing a lot of very much up-to-date information. The book's designed to help you keep your professional edge well honed, covering all new and proposed changes to the NHS, including non-legal remedies, things like capacity and consent and so on. This is, as we all know, a well-established work which contains everything you need to help you lead your cases confidently through court, and the new information has been extremely helpful, I'm sure, for all practitioners. As the publishers point out, the new edition contains a number of useful precedents, to include the most recent model directions, instructions and draft agendas. This is the book itself. As an aside, there's a lot of detail which is mentioned on the back. It's the 7th edition, as I've said, and what you've got, of course, is a very substantial amount of detail in the index. Very detailed index indeed, which is, I think, very helpful. Then you've got a series of appendices. They start just about here, right just after costs. We'll just get to that now. Here we go. There we go. The statutes start off the appendices themselves. Then you've got the standard text, which has footnotes, of course, which are extremely useful. And what you've also got in addition, you don't have actual paragraph numbering in this publication, but you do have subheadings, which I think is of great assistance. And what we do have is a list of all the people who contributed, very substantial number involved, and of course, as I say, a huge number of cases. But thank you very much to Bloomsbury and all concerned for this, because we can only agree with Laura Cox, who's given an excellent foreword, describing it as an informative, readable and comprehensive account of the current state of play in relation to every aspect of clinical litigation. That's what it is. I'm very grateful to all concerned for producing this book in the new edition, and I'm sure it will go some way to help you in your practice with those matters where you've got a lot of detail to actually get through. So thank you to all concerned. Bye bye.